Hey you guys, welcome back to the Pink Butterfly. It's your girl, Lady Sylvia. How you doing? Today is Thanksgiving Day. I'm so super excited. So before I go any further, I just want to thank all of my subscribers, anyone that has taken time out of their day to press play and watch this video. I truly appreciate and I thank you. Today is a day that we just set aside to give thanks. And we should give God thanks every day. We should set aside time. But today in particular is a day that we should sit and reflect and just really verbalize or internalize, if that's how you're more comfortable, how truly, truly, truly blessed we are through the good, the bad, the ugly, through everything. How truly, truly blessed we are and how God has brought us from a mighty long way and how much further we still have yet to go. And so I am thankful. There's a plethora of things that I'm thankful for. We'll be here all day if I started to name them one by one. But I'm just so thankful. God has brought me from a mighty long way, and I still have a ways to go. I am nowhere near perfect. God knows I'm not. But I'm yet striving to be better than I was yesterday. And the only person I'm trying to be better than is me from yesterday. Okay? So happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there. I pray you have a blessed and awesome Thanksgiving surrounded by friends, family, fellowship, and food. This morning, my family and I got up and we went to Thanksgiving service at our church. We are members of the Potter's House Church here in Dallas, Texas, under the awesome man of God, Bishop T.D.Jakes. You know, it's a blessing to just watch him on television and read his books, but it's a whole other blessing to actually be able to go to the Potter's House and sit under the man of God and hear what thus saith the Lord every Sunday, or every Sunday that I make it. But it is truly a blessing and an honor. And if you didn't go to church today, if your church didn't have service, or whenever you go back to church again, just thank God for the man or the woman that is the shepherd of your spiritual house, because they go through so much that we'll never ever know. So just thank God for them. So today I wanted to quickly talk about fasting. I just came off of a 3-day fast. So I fasted Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then today is Thursday, Thanksgiving, and I followed it up or ended my fast by going to church this morning. And I just want to encourage anybody, everybody, somebody to fast. If you've never fasted before, it is truly a way to die to self or to humble yourself before God and say, hey, I am withholding this thing from myself that I may, one, get closer to you, hear what you have to say, or prove to you that I need you. I need you now. And so if you haven't fasted in a long time, or if you've never fasted, I encourage you to fast. There are many scriptures in the Bible that speak about fasting. There are many different types of fast that you can go on. There's a 40-day fast. There's a 21-day fruits and vegetable fast that's typically called the Daniel fast. But fasting is really whatever you contract with God. There's no right or wrong way to fast. It's whatever you contract with God. So for instance, this last fast that I did, that was Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I fasted from midnight the night before until 3 p.m. the next day. So I didn't have anything to eat from midnight until 3 p.m. The only thing I can do was to drink liquids. And I didn't, because that's the only thing I could have was liquids, I still didn't overdo it. And even when 3 p.m. came and I was able to eat food, I still didn't like gorge because I had been so hungry. I truly and honestly was not that hungry. And it's a wonderful thing when you're fasting and you're truly trying to get somewhere spiritually. God will sustain you. It's something how a cup of Sprite will sustain you for 8 hours. It's amazing. But over the last 12, 15 years, I have fasted many times. I've fasted many different ways. Like I said, there's no right or wrong way for you to fast. There's just what you contract with God to do, and that's how you fast. You might want to fast from social media. You can fast from TV. You can fast from junk food. I've done that before. I fasted from junk food, which is my favorite food group. You know, you can fast from talking on the phone. It doesn't matter how you fast. There's no right or wrong way. You fast how you choose to fast. One of the things that I did while I was fasting was, obviously you fast and you pray. And I would lock myself in my closet. You know, they say go to your prayer closet and go before God. I literally went into my closet in my bedroom. My closet is so huge. I literally went in there, turned the light on, shut the door, locked away with my Pandora on my Kirk Franklin station, playing my gospel music, or I would go on Pandora and I would put on Terry McAlmon, awesome praise and worship music. And I would sit there and I would praise and I would worship and I would pray to God. You know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I pray every day anyway. But when you're fasting, you really get down deep to the things that you need God to move on quickly. You know, if you need to hear a word from God, if you need your soul to be rejuvenated, restored, renewed, cleansed, if you just feel like you have so much on your mind and in your heart and you're overwhelmed, I encourage you to fast. I don't care how long, what your fast consists of, but make sure that it's a fast that actually has you denying yourself of something. You know, I would never fast from cauliflower because I don't eat cauliflower. I hate cauliflower. So I wouldn't fast from cauliflower. It has to be something that you truly are denying yourself. And it's just kind of a way to show God, I am so serious about this thing, Lord. I need you and I need you now. And I guarantee you, when you come out of your fast, you are rejuvenated, restored, renewed, cleansed. It's like I feel like I've been rebirthed. I feel excited and happy. And then to top it all off, I went to church this morning, got an awesome word from the man of God. God fell in that place this morning. The Holy Spirit was everywhere. Cried off my little mascara. You really feel God when you're fasting. So I just want to quickly give you just a couple things. While I was fasting, I wrote in my journal every day while I was fasting, and I just have I don't know if you can see it. It's just a journal, and it says, Dear God, grant me grace. And then all I did every day was I just wrote, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's just sloppy. But I wrote every day. I put the date and, you know, day 1 of the fast, day 2 of the fast, whatever it was. And I simply wrote down whatever it is that I was praying for. So, you know, sometimes you don't have to audibly pray to God. You can write what your prayer is. You can audibly pray. You can write it. You can hum. You can rock back and forth. You can do whatever it is, because please believe me, the Spirit knows the Spirit. Sometimes you don't have the words to pray, and all you can do is say, I guarantee you, God knows what everything you meant. God picked it up and then, Sometimes all you can do is rock and say, Jesus. Everything that you need, you said when you said Jesus. So I just want to encourage you, whether you're fasting or not fasting, when you are praying, write the date, write the time. One of the things that I did this fast was I'm trying to find my notes. I chose each day as a different day to focus on something. So on day 1, I prayed. And I just went before God and I prayed for everything that I need God to move in my life, like yesterday, like lightning fast. I went through and I prayed for all of those things. On day 2, I'm looking down at my notebook because I have it written there. I don't know if you can see it. Pray, thank, and receive. So on day 2, I thanked God for everything because I believed that once I pray to God for something, I don't have to keep going back and, oh, God, God, God. I don't have to keep going back and asking him and telling him reminding him what my prayer was. Day 2, I just move into thanking. Lord, I thank you that you answered all of my prayers. And I went back through each and every single prayer that I prayed for specific things. I went through each prayer and I said, thank you for this, and thank you for that, and thank you for that. And then on day 3, I went through and I said, well, Lord, I receive this, and I receive this, and I receive that. You don't have to do what I did. I don't even know where this came from. This was just something that before I knew it, I was just writing it down. So on day 1, I went before God with my prayers and my petition, and I made it clear and I made it known to God what I was praying for, as if he don't know. Day 2, I thanked him in advance. I had not seen the manifestation of anything that I had prayed for by day 2, but by faith, I went through and I said, thank you. And on day 3, I told him, Lord, I am ready to receive the answer to my prayers. And then today, which was kind of technically day 4, I kind of sealed the deal by going to church this morning. A book by Dr. Cindy Trim. She's an awesome woman of God. And I got this probably 14 years ago. A friend of mine bought it for all of us in our Bible study group. And it's Strategies and Tactics for Effective Prayer and Spiritual Warfare. It's called The Rules of Engagement by Dr. Cindy Trim. It's so beat up, if y'all can see that. It is so beat up. But when I tell you this little thing right here has carried me through many a days, it starts off with the introduction, and then it goes into literally a warfare prayer. If you guys can see that, this is where it starts, the warfare, and I mean you calling out, rebuking, and canceling, and all kind of stuff from the enemy, honey. And I think it's 14 pages of warfare prayer, and then she goes into where she starts calling in, and I have it here, where she starts calling in all the blessings from God. And it's another pages and pages and pages upon blessings that she's calling in from God. This has gotten me through. This is a book that show y'all again. This is a book that before you start your fast, when you finish your fast, or anytime you feel like you want to anoint your house and just feel like you just need to go through and clean your house out, this is what I pick up. And I will do my prayer, I do my praise, my worship. I go to warfare, and I anoint my house, anoint my kids, anoint everything, anoint myself, and I do warfare prayer. And then I go in and I follow it up with the prayers of the blessings that she has in here. And let me tell you, I don't know what it is about this book, or is it just my faith, but I promise you, every time I do a warfare and then a blessing praise, whatever I'm praying to God, whatever thing that we have been struggling with, that thing is snapped and broken just like that. So this is the back of the book, and that is Dr. Cindy Trim. She's been to the Potter's House many, many times. But like I said, I don't even know where you can get this from anymore. It's been about 14, 15 years that I've had this. But I'm sure if you go on Dr. Cindy Trim's website, you can find it. The rules of engagement are awesome. So I just wanted to encourage everybody out there to fast for what you're believing God for. Sometimes you just need God to come through with instructions, with peace, with anything. Just go ahead and fast, and however you contract with God that you're fasting, that's how you contract with God. I've heard a lot of people say you don't tell anybody when you're fasting, or you can tell people when you're fasting. I don't really know. I don't really care. You use discernment and you figure out what's best for you. But I know when I'm fasting, I kind of pull away from social media. I pull away from TV. I pull away from, I don't totally delete them, but I just pull away a little bit because I feel myself being more wrapped up, tied up, and consumed with the prayers and the praise and the worship and trying to get through to God, for lack of better words. So I just wanted to drop this off you guys really quickly and encourage you, if you haven't fasted, to fast. You know, you can fast for 1 day, 1 hour, whatever you contract with God. I just encourage you that whatever you do contract with God, to hold your end of the bargain. So until I see you guys in the next video, peace.